What is going on, my fellow blurs and my fellow bonders? Yes, I said fellow bonders because I feel like that's a good way to introduce, people that aren't just blurs. So we'll see how that goes. We'll throw that out there in the universe. This is for the blurred chirp. This is our second or third video.
I'm not sure. Losing count. We do a lot of these now,
We do a lot of
which
these now.
is a good thing. Yeah.
It is a good thing. It's probably our third, but
Yeah.
uh, thank you guys for tuning in. This is just a little quick video that we're going to talk about. Is Marvel and Disney pretty much revealing all this information to us with all these movies and TV shows that are coming out in the future. They have unloaded a huge amount of content that is dropped on Instagram, Facebook, all over the social media. So you're gonna see a lot of stuff popping up. It's just crazy, y'all. So my personal thoughts before I ask you both some questions. Personally, as cool as all this is being revealed, it still does take away that magic because we definitely want things to be a surprise to us still because we don't have movies in theaters right now. So, and now it kind of makes us not want to go to the movies and we can just watch it at home. So it may take away the magic from some people like myself, but some other people are just probably hyped about it, so and don't care and just want some Marvel content. But I wanted to start and talk about uh, Star Wars first. So let's do Star Wars because
Sorry, y'all.
no, you good. Because
I didn't know where you were going, so I was trying to figure out which banner to click. But that's the beauty of this whole thing. We're learning each other. So, yeah. So, we're going with Star Wars. All right. Boom.
We're gonna go with Star Wars. So Star Wars has announced, but I'm gonna pass it to my man Trey and just tell the people what you think about it and what's going on with the show.
Man, so first off, let me say I am so excited. Not only did they announce Obi-Wan series, they gave us a whole bunch of different series that they're going to do. So for starters, Rangers of the New Republic. Now, it doesn't really give a description of what that is, but what I assume is after the fall of the Empire is the New Republic. And what I'm assuming is it's going to be kind of a story about a police force in the New Republic, kind of like Texas Rangers, Texas Rangers, something like that, which that's going to be pretty dope in itself. We also got the announcement of Ahsoka. And if y'all are just fans of Star Wars, Ahsoka is just the GOAT. She left the Jedi Order. She is just still practicing her Jedi ways, but not being a Jedi. She's kind of sort of training other people in the ways, but it's weird. So yeah, Rosario Dawson is returning as Ahsoka. So if y'all saw her in The Mandalorian this season, A-okay. We also got a trailer for a series called Andor, which it has the fella from Rogue One. I forget his name. I apologize. But it looks like it's going to kind of center around this guy before the events of Rogue One. If you haven't seen Rogue One, at this point, you know.
Casting,
Casting, yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be about him. And yeah, it just looks dope once again. And, Obi-Wan Kenobi. We got Hayden Christensen returning as Darth Vader. We have Ewan McGregor returning as Obi-Wan, which, not a lot of people are not big fans of the prequels, but Obi-Wan, Ewan McGregor is by far a fantastic Obi-Wan.
Exactly. And one thing I wanted to back up what you said, Trey. So the prequels, we all grew up with that. Okay. So let's just get one thing straight. The prequels are just as good as the new generation, because if not, they're better, because that gave us an opportunity to see how Star Wars really expanded through the Order of 66. So when that was executed, it opened up a whole world of Star Wars. So I don't think people understand, the quality of that. But I mean, the movies, may not be good themselves, but now we're getting this into a better format on TV, which might be really cool to see. And we're getting a more deep story, and it feels like a movie. So
I like when they do things like that to expand, Star Wars universe and just kind of make the world feel a little bit more real when you keep the story going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the one thing I really love about the prequels is the lightsaber battles. And, a lot of people thought that this part of it was boring, but I loved seeing how the Republic acted and how everything was, how the Jedi kind of worked hand in hand with the senators and the politicians and stuff like that. And then I like seeing the fall of that and the rise of the Empire and, just throughout the whole Skywalker saga. I just think
they're gonna start. I feel like they're gonna start expanding on Darth Maul's story too, because that's one thing that they're kind of like poking at. If you haven't seen Solo, it's not really a spoiler, but I mean he's in that, and so I feel like they're trying to like touch him a little bit and try to figure him out. So we'll see what happens with.
Interesting.
I think they should definitely do that because Darth Maul is, he was a big part of the Clone Wars. Also a big part of Star Wars Rebels. And he's just consistently in these things. And then you see him live action once again in Solo, when the last live action thing you saw him in was episode 1 getting cut in half. And then if you don't watch the cartoons, the animations, then you don't really know. But speaking of the animations, a spin-off series of the Clone Wars, The Bad Batch. Now, this is going to be really cool because
that's going to be really good.
The Bad Batch, if you guys don't know, are a batch of clones who kind of have some defects. And they show them through the last couple seasons of Star Wars, The Clone Wars. And they just have these unique abilities and they're just fun to watch on screen. So I believe this is going to take place after Order 66. So after all the clones have kind of just taken out all the Jedi. If y'all don't know that by this point, it's literally been out since we were kids. So
but, no excuse for not knowing.
Yeah. And that's going to be really cool because I really love seeing them in that series.
Yeah. And just last thing real quick about Star Wars is just that like the beautiful thing about it is that it's going to introduce more characters, more planets, and just have a huge story because we're just going to every single person that is mentioned in the series has a background of history, meeting Jedi, meeting just iconic characters in the Star Wars universe. So I think that this is a perfect thing to do as far as television and move things Star Wars universe forward because Jon Favreau is doing a really, really great job with The Mandalorian, and it's going to get even better and better. And I do believe, there's a lot of hope in Star Wars. So Obi-Wan Kenobi there.
It's the fire that lights it's the spark that lights the fire of hope.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Smooth.
But so last Star Wars thing is Star Wars Visions. And what it says on Star Wars official Instagram, Star Wars Visions is an original series of animated short films, celebrates the Star Wars galaxy through the lens of the world's best Japanese anime creators. So that I think is going to be really cool because there's a couple Star Wars shorts on YouTube that are all anime style. And I think that is just really going to be something cool to watch.
Absolutely, man. Do you got any other Star Wars news for us right now?
Well, on Star Wars official page, they posted a picture of. They announced this series called Willow, which, if I'm thinking of Willow, I'm thinking of the old movie back in the day, Willow, which is a fantastic movie. It's similar to, I would compare it to Lord of the Rings, but it's just, I think they posted it because it's made by Lucasfilm. Okay. If not, and it's a part of the Star Wars universe, I'm totally down for it. And if it is the Willow from back in the day, again, totally down for it.
Don't matter to you either way.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. You just never know what Disney's gonna pull. You know, they dumped all this information on us, and it's just we weren't ready for it. But it's exciting, but it's disappointing for some people. But for me, it's too much. But at the same time, I am excited because I do kind of want to get some idea. But
Yeah.
let's move forward. And Trey, if you got any more news, then you can just stop me anytime. And because I know we're just still like in live.
Yeah, we're learning this stuff as we're talking about it, guys. We were planning on just talking about some Spider-Man 3 news tonight, but right when we got on, this, like a whole bunch of news broke. So we're talking about this as we learning about it too. So we're all excited. We're all excited.
So high.
So, and all right, I'm gonna pass it actually this one to RJ. So now we're gonna get this one started. So we're gonna talk about some Marvel stuff going on. So RJ, I want to ask you what's going on because Disney literally broke the internet.
Yeah.
So I want your opinion on how you feel about this information and what do you like?
Knock my laptop over. All right, cool. But yeah, so Disney right now, just like we said, Disney just broke the internet. They dropped a ton of news today within the last couple of minutes. And I want to say this had to be a response to what HBO Max did with dumping their whole 2021 lineup. Warner Bros. Dumping their whole 2021 lineup on HBO Max. So Disney had to come with something. And man, Disney came with heat. We got Armor Wars, War Machine, a series for Disney Plus. We got the Secret Invasion, which I want to see. I think that's probably after the Galactus storyline, that's the one I really want to see the most done right on Disney live action. Bro, I'm excited for that. We got Ironheart. The news is just piling in. I'm refreshing my page. Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special was announced. bro, it's so every time I refresh the page, something comes up. It's crazy right now.
It's crazy. We're out here, man. Like one thing I was gonna say is that it's just like with all the information, since they're making all these shows now too. What I think they're gonna focus on is now we're trying to get into this multiverse. Obviously, we're gonna start seeing. They're gonna start focusing more on like space aspects and like time traveling and all that. So I think that Thor. That's why they're still making these Thor movies because they're just so much depth in like not just Greek mythology, but just Thor's background. Yeah. So, and there's a lot of characters like that too in Marvel. So we're just gonna see craziness all over. It's just gonna be crazy. You don't even know what to say.
We don't, and I think it's a good thing because I feel like with Star Wars, I feel like you have to expand upon a universe. The Marvel Cinematic Universe has been out for how long, and eventually you're going to run out of things to do on Earth. You're going to run out of things to do on Asgard, so you have to kind of explore and dig deep. Marvel has so many. Marvel can probably go on long after we're dead and gone. That's how much material Marvel has to work with. And so when I saw the Secret Invasion, when I saw War Machine, WandaVision, Ironheart, there's so much that they can dig into. And for me, I'm excited because I love TVs. I love world building. And for me, the reason why I'm excited about all of this stuff is what it does for me is it helps kind of flesh out the Marvel Cinematic Universe a little bit better. And it kind of makes the world building feel a little bit more real. And everything's, and the fact that they're going to make this all canon to me is interesting. I'm really excited to see how all of these things link up. And, we'll get into the whole Spider-Man 3 news and stuff like that a little later on in the show, because I know we had some things particularly that we wanted to talk about with Spider-Man 3 and studios in general. But I'm excited for all of this Marvel news. Disney has this really good habit of, when they dump Marvel news, they dump Marvel news. And you can kind of feel it coming because we were getting little tidbits with Spider-Man 3. And we got on tonight ready to talk about Spider-Man 3. And then, I don't know, I think it was like Trey was like, yo, Disney just died. And we just went crazy. Disney's really good at doing that.
They are. And one thing I was going to say to piggyback off you is that you said it perfectly. They're making everything canon, which I really appreciate. Yeah. Because if you think about it, like, I'm not saying other TV shows out there are bad. It's just that it's just easier to connect things when you're trying to tell a huge story. But I mean, I get it. Other properties want to have their money and put characters out there. But they're not as entertaining as something like this for Disney Plus because first off, it's the quality. This looks like a freaking movie, man. Like all this stuff they were watching, The Mandalorian looks like a movie. And you know, and second thing is just like, you know, we're getting like the same characters that we see in the movies back into this TV. Like with that, we've seen a Jedi. We've seen a Jedi on TV. Like live action. We have never seen that. Yeah, that's insane. And like third, it's just how like they're bringing all this together into their platform, and not just, it's not the money making part. It's the fact that they're really trying to create a universe for people to decide, like, you know, hey, I'm a Marvel fan, DC fan, and it is a competition now. It's going to be a competition.
Yeah, it's a war now, man. It's a war, and I feel like these streaming platforms are coming for each other's necks right now. What do you think about everything that's going on with this, Trey?
Man, so yeah, it definitely is a war. I will say that. I think mainly between HBO Max and Disney Plus, because Netflix, you know, everyone has Netflix. Everyone watches Netflix. You know, everyone's gonna be on Netflix. But Disney Plus is still, Disney Plus and HBO Max are still somewhat new. So the fact that they both have access to these super important properties to a lot of people is kind of just, you know, it's like the who has the most popular franchise at this point.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, I'm so excited for all the stuff coming out on Disney Plus. All this live action stuff, especially Star Wars, because huge Star Wars fan, as well as, you know, everything else. And seeing all of, you know, just watching The Mandalorian, you see the black saber live action, super dope. You see the Ahsoka's white sabers live action, super dope. And now we get to expand even more on that, and, you know, take the, you know, kind of lamish lightsaber battles you see in the new movies, and we get to get the tight lightsaber battles that you saw in the prequels. So I'm just so excited for it all, and the Marvel stuff, so dope. I'm
so excited. Like I said, every time I refresh it, some stuff comes up. Black Panther 2,
Doctor Strange 2.
It's the God, man, this Disney's just hitting, bro.
Black Panther is not recasting, so Chadwick Boseman is not going to be recasted. Kang just got confirmed for Ant-Man 3, so that's good. You said what?
They changed some release dates too. Is looking like.
Ooh.
Yeah, Thor: Love and Thunder have been bumped from February to May, so we get that in May 2022.
Okay.
Black Panther 2, July 8th. Wow, that's a summer blockbuster spot. So I'm expecting this to hit if they're putting it to July 8th, because July is a blockbuster, kind of like the good movies. Miss Marvel is going to take November 11th, 2022 now. So, okay.
It's on live, man. It's just crazy right now.
Ant-Man and the Wasp announced.
Yep, Kang the Conqueror. Yep.
Man.
Golly, man. It's gonna be good. I'm excited. I'm hyped. I there's no other way to put it. Disney definitely made my evening. You know, I had a rough day at work, but, you know, come home to this. Good job, Disney. Good job.
Yeah.
Other
than that, folks, I don't think we have anything else to say, really. I mean,
well, let's talk about Spider-Man 3 real quick, and how.
Of course.
Let's that's the whole reason we had this. We're doing this.
I'm like trying to get out of here. I'm like,
bro, see how Disney just blew your mind like that?
Yeah, they did. Yeah. I don't know what to say, but yeah, let's talk Spider-Man 3. Okay, since RJ wanted to bring that up,
we got a little bit of time. Yeah.
All right, so first things first, I'll say what I have to say, and I'll pass it on to Trey, then you, RJ. So Spider-Man 3, I think this film is gonna pretty much break all the rules, because we don't know what's going on. There's rumors going on, as y'all seen, Tobey Maguire might be in the film, and same with Andrew Garfield, and you know, they're returning some people, you know, for the cast and all that. You know, Gwen Stacy, Doc Ock, but we don't know what's gonna happen. Nothing's still firm. You know, it's still like rumors and stuff flying around. So we'll see what happens. I don't know about the whole multiverse thing, but I want to know what you guys think. First off, Trey, what do you think about the the multiverse, and how do you think Spider-Man 3 is going to open that up?
So I am really excited about the multiverse because in the comics, there's a whole Spider-Verse comic. So it's a big thing in the comic books, and that they're possibly bringing it to a movie will be really cool because there's so many opportunities that they can have to push these different movie verses. Like you have Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, Tom Holland. You have they probably won't, but they could even go into Enter the Spider-Verse movies with Miles Morales. They could show the little animated side of everything, and they could even maybe do a little time travel aspect of certain things and go into Spider-Man 2099. Who knows? But you know, the fact that I keep seeing all of these people get rumored to be on set or confirmed, like Doc Ock from Spider-Man 2 is returning. Jamie Foxx from Amazing Spider-Man 2, Electro is returning. I think it would be really cool to see our 3 Spider-Mans on side by side fighting someone, you know. And let us not forget also Morbius has yet to come out. So they could possibly even put Morbius in there as well.
Good point, because Morbius has to come out before Spider-Man 3, because Spider-Man 3 comes out next year in December.
Yeah.
And Morbius set come out next year in the summer. So
and this could possibly be a segue into maybe having Tom Holland stay on for more Spider-Man content, because we, you know, if you guys are into the, you know, rights news and stuff like that, Sony and Disney have like a rights fight going on for Spider-Man characters. So this could possibly be a segue into having more Spider-Man content, maybe getting Venom into the MCU, getting Morbius into the MCU, because those 2 are Sony-made movies, which it could help everyone be less confused and what's canon or not.
Yeah, I agree 1,000%.
That's a good way to put it.
What about you, RJ? What do you think about the multiverse, and what do you think? How do you think Spider-Man 3 is going to open that up?
I'm here for the multiverse. I definitely think that it's something that you said could definitely tie everything together. It can kind of help with any loose ends that might be lingering around, some bad movies that, you know, we had to sit through, and may kind of exactly. It may fix a lot. So I think that this is a good thing, not just for Spider-Man, but for the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. It would explain the kind of sort of maybe not really connection that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has, you know, with the MCU, that they keep kind of not really saying is completely canon. Also, you know, which bothers me.
Fury was in episode 2.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, and I love Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but they've never, you know, we kind of, they mention heroes here and there, but it's never really been mentioned in, at least directly, it's never really been mentioned in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, that particular squad, you know, Quake, Mac, Yo-Yo, has never been mentioned that they are in that universe. So I feel like the Spider-Man multiverse may help the Marvel Cinematic Universe overall. My only gripe with this, and we talked about this, is, and it's not just Marvel, I feel like we know a little bit too much. I would rather have gone into the theater and then saw all of these people cast rather than reading about it, you know, in advance, because now, like, I'm anticipating and waiting rather than being shocked. People were going to go see this movie anyway, you know, regardless of whether we knew he was in it or not. So I felt like it would have been a nice surprise to show up to the, well, not the theater, but, well, probably the theater. We may be out of this by then, but it would have been a dope surprise to show up to the theater and see all of this unfold rather than seeing it on the internet. And I feel like this is not just Marvel that has this problem, but media in general, even with professional wrestling. They will put they will put that somebody's coming back, so that way you'll tune in rather than just having the person come in, you know.
Yeah.
So it ruins the surprise for me. And it's like if I'll go and I'll read. That's another reason why I stopped watching too, because I already know what's going to happen. You told me, and if it's something that I don't want to see or I'm not in a rush to see, I'm going to wait to see the highlights. So same thing with Spider-Man. I'm happy that, you know, all of these people are getting signed and they're coming back, but at the same time, I would have loved to have just sat down and watched the movie and, you know, been surprised.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Like I said in the beginning, it's like, you know, as cool as this is, it's just that it's just a little too much, because it would have been it's the magic that we were going for, you know. So I think Spider-Man 3 is still going to be good. I mean, we're still going to all see it. We just don't know what's going to happen. So I think
we don't know the plot, right? We don't know anything that's going on. We just know who's in it. Yeah. So, which is good. I hope they keep it that way. I don't want to know nothing. I don't want to know if they're chasing somebody, trying to say. I don't want to know nothing.
I don't want to know.
They told me too much. Yeah.
To piggyback off y'all, it all kind of feels like a trailer number 3. All this news that they dropped, because you know, if you watch the trailers, the first 2 trailers, they give you just a taste of what you want.
Yeah.
Don't give away too much, and then trailer 3 comes, and then they drop this big thing, like trailer number 3 of Civil War. They showed Spider-Man, and
Black Widow trailer number 3. You know, so they showed a lot.
Yeah, so all this news kind of feels like a trailer number 3, but
and now I get why people avoid trailers, like and avoid news, because it kind of messes up your viewing experience a little bit. Grateful, you know, for Disney and all of that, but y'all can keep some things to yourself. You Disney, you talk too much. You never shut up.
Yeah, they need to just, like, I mean, it's cool, y'all, but at the same time, just don't take the magic away. You know, y'all are about magic. You know, your logo literally has like some magic.
Tinkerbell, yeah.
In your intros, so keep the magic there. So, but we'll see what happens with all this, y'all, because I mean, as exciting as it is, they're still moving forward with things, and we're gonna have to move forward as well, because we still gotta support our heroes, and we just want to support you know, Marvel, DC. Anything pop culture related, it's just what we love. We love movies.
What we do.
Straight up.
Movies move our lives, you know. So can't wait. Anything y'all got to say before we head out?
Nope.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what it is. You can follow me on Instagram at Hero Harrison Talk. Go ahead.
You can follow me on IG at Maximum Spider. I'm on TikTok, Spiderboy Trey. You can get me on Facebook, Trey Mosley, and you know, also add our For the Blurcher pages on all social media platforms as well.
Oh crap! Yeah, they're down there, y'all. All right, follow For the Blurcher on all social media platforms. It's fine time to have it up to the end of the daggone video. You can follow me at Avatar Rating on Instagram as well as Twitter. Make sure you follow For the Blurcher on all social media platforms. We have Instagram, we have a Facebook group, we have a Twitter, we have a Twitch that we're going to be launching gaming content on very soon. We are planning on being anywhere and everywhere. We're on TikTok. Don't have any content up there yet, but we're on there. So if you have a social media platform, type in at For the Blurcher and maybe we'll come up. Check it out. All right. Cool. That's all I got to say about that.
Hey man, you know what it is. Thank y'all for watching the video. I know this is, you know, there's a lot of crazy Marvel news. Just make sure y'all stay updated. Good things are coming, you know, in television and film. So be excited for it still, you know, regardless of what's going on. But anyway, Blurred is Bond. Make sure, like you said, follow us on all social media platforms. We got a lot of good content coming, and we will see y'all in the next video.
Hey, Blurred is Bond.
Later. Blurred is Bond.